You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality art, interviews, music and hot topics. Hosted by Dini Mussolini and co-hosted by Banditti. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at least 1 hour after each show at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. We welcome all. Enjoy the show.
Yo, it feels so good to be back with you guys once again. One time for my people who are indigos and starseeds, and 2 times for my people who are vegans. We are averaging over 34,000 plus listeners and over 888,000 downloads worldwide. Man, we've been at this thing for 3 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who have been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still growing, baby. It is all because of you guys, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, art, literature, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, I've had celebrities on the show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens, or people who think they're aliens. It doesn't matter, though, who you are or where you come from. Come on the show and talk to Dini. So check this out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do, and together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. And with that, hello out there, and welcome to another episode of my podcast, Vigilantes Radio. Thank you guys again, as always, for tuning in and being a part of my audience family. If you'd like information on how to call in, ask questions, or speak to the guest, dial 701-801-9813 or hop in and mix directly from my website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Scroll over to the Vigilantes Radio tab and slap that go live button, and you'll be right here in the chat room and in the mix with all of us. Feel free to shoot over any questions to ask our guests while they are here. Now, if I'm talking and you shoot me messages in the chat room, don't expect me to stop doing what I'm doing to read the message, because then I'll just get confused, and then the show will be a big train wreck disaster, and I'll have to shut the show off and go cry under my cover or something. Okay, so chill. I will get to your messages. If you like to hang out after the show, that's cool too. I won't be there, but feel free to hang around. Not just kidding, I will be around to answer questions, as we always do. All right, anyway, so all our episodes are available for free download. And you can grab that from Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, over at iTunes, YouTube, and there's an app called Podcast Addict. That's right, 24/7, 365 days. You can stream us, download us, or bootleg us. I don't care, as long as you listen, right? Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and just visit the website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com, and that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired. Well, tonight's episode, and you guessed it, is the Get Em Gutta Interview, and I am your host, Dini Mussolini. Now, before I kick off the show the way we kick it off, I have to tell you this interview is kind of special to me, okay? I won't say kinda, it is special. And I'll tell you a real cool story, because you guys love my stories, right? I'll tell you a real cool story when we kick the interview off. But, like, here's one that's really not in the not in the script or whatever, but like a long time ago, me and this dude, we have a lot of records together, a lot of records. And you may hear him one day, you may not hear him. I have them all. But if you listen to what he did way back then and listen to him what he's doing now, you can see the progression. Like, he was tight back then. Now I'll put it this way. He was like Goku back then. Now he's like Super Saiyan Goku now, to the third power. So I had a privilege to watch all of this take place, and I had an opportunity to watch him grow to become the man who he is today. And I can tell you guys, I'm super proud of what he's become and what he is going to become, or who he is going to become. Proper English, yeah. So that, man, I could tell you, dude, a lot of cool stories that me and this young man been through together. Oh my goodness. Like, we could go all night, but that's for another time, right? Yeah. All right, so a little advice for you artists out there. A lot of my audience are artists and people of the industry. So you decided that you need a band manager to help you out. Now what? So finding an artist manager is not the hard part. Finding a good manager, that can be your real challenge. So how do you find a music manager? Well, here's one pointer. Before you pass go, ask yourself this question. Do you really need a manager right now? A good manager can be a vital part of your music career, but they do not come for free. When you're just getting started, management may not be the best use of your cash right now. Before you go manager hunting, make sure you understand what they do and why you might need one. And I have a lot of pointers for how to ask yourself, do you really need a manager? And what is the actual career profile of a manager? We'll say that for another podcast, though. All right, number 2, what about your friends? So what do you need a manager to do for you? If you're looking for someone who can help you book shows, send out demos, set up some digital distribution and so forth. In other words, if you're at the stage of establishing yourself, then you may already know your manager. Look around your circle of friends. Is there someone who knows something about the music business, who is organized and who loves your music? Bingo. The downside, though, is that this person may need to learn as they go. But the upside is that they are very enthusiastic about working for you. Not a bad deal, right? Yes. Because you need someone with a lot of ambition. All right, number 3, gather recommendations. Now, a manager has a significant amount of influence over your career. So this is not an appointment you want to take lightly. If you don't know anyone who can serve as a manager, or if you are past the point where you can work with the manager who learns you, then ask around for referrals to good managers. Ask fellow rappers or musicians or anybody in the business doing the same thing that you're doing. Do some research to see who manage your favorite acts. Ask promoters and bookers when you do your shows and so on. If you are at the point where you need a professional manager, then you are at the point where you know people who can make these recommendations, right? Right. All right, so that's all I'm going to leave you guys. And we're going to jump into this interview. But before we do that, let's see. Oh, wow. So we have about 28,000 people online with us for the interview tonight. And I know it's not for Dini Mussolini. No, it has to be for Get Em Gutta, right? Of course it is. So without any further ado, here we go. So we are the people who have dedicated their weekdays and nights to music, books, movies, news, business ventures, and conspiracies, or just talking every aspect, from our incredible writing and promotion here on our new Facebook page at Vigilantes Radio, which is struggling, by the way. We need your help. Follow us there, please. Anyway, to our interviews and music shows on the actual Vigilantes Radio, or our spiritual and intuitive talk on skeptics, or our brand new show called Hated It, where Mike and I review movies of all kinds and do voiceover comedy. We spend each and every day giving our maximum effort to create a vibrant, exciting indie and professional community for all creative minds that coexist in this beautiful artistic world. Our special guest tonight is the rap artist, my friend, Get Em Gutta. His story is incredible. It could be heartfelt, like a drama, maybe an action-packed movie. That'll be cool to watch, right? Oh, yeah. It's incredible because I starred in it, too. Our stories crossed paths some odd years ago while we were both still in grade school in our South Side, kind of West Side neighborhood. Back then, we were known as the Camellia Boys, and there were roughly about 10 of us, sometimes 11 or 12. We had those, like, you know how you got the TV show, you got the main cast, and then you got the occasional people that pop in and out. Yeah, we had like 2 or 3 of those kind. They weren't really from our hood, but they would hang around us so much you would think they were. And we had a lot of allies, you know, people from all over, you know. So his older brother, Mag Dog, was and still is one of my best friends to this day. But we barely rapped back then. We did a lot of neighborhood sports, neighborhood fights with the West Side hoods and other South Side hoods. We were petty thieves, a gang of mischief boys. Some of us were gangster disciples and some of us were vice lords. But that didn't matter. We were the Camellia Boys, using our imaginations to pass the day, like playing a Nintendo 64, holding down our block, sticking up for each other, smoking weed and drinking MD 2020. That's all that mattered at the time. We grew up and began making music. Already brothers, crying together, bleeding together, fighting together. So there's one story I'll never forget. So go ahead and grab your beer, popcorn, and Kermit tea, whatever you like to sip, your sippage. So there was this neighborhood fight, a fight that we really had nothing to do with in the first place, now that I think about it. But one of our homies had started some mess with some dudes from the West Side. They came to our hood by the tons, but that didn't matter. And back then, it was unusual for guns to be used in fist fights. But somebody did bring a gun. And after the West Side was getting beat up, I won't say any names, but yeah, they were getting beat up, mollywopped. They pulled out a gun and started shooting. Right? Yeah. So we really wasn't used to this. And I began to walk towards the guy with the gun. He was facing me, and Gutta yelled out, "D, what are you doing? Get down. You're not Superman. Them's real bullets." I was spazzing, bro. So luckily, before, you know, my dumb ass got capped, the homie Z pulled out his even bigger gun, letting off rounds. And the ops, they began to scramble back. I always want to say that word, the ops. The ops began to scramble back into their cars and bicycles, and them dudes scatter like roaches when the lights come on. But here's the thing. Yeah, what I do is pretty stupid. But what gets me is Gutta try to warn me, right? When he was the first dude to run up on this entire opposition and swing off first. And back then, he was like the smallest and skinniest one back then. So the moral of the story is, Get Em Gutta is a giant slayer. Whether it's the ops or obstacles in his life, he's going to swing at it with all of his might, only to prove his point of nobody can stop him when there is focus, when there is a mission to be handled. He ran out there first in battle, not even looking back to see if we were behind him, ready to go at it too. But you better believe it, we were right behind him. As a team should be, as brothers should be. So with that, let's bring my man on. Get Em Gutta, what's up, man? How's it going and how you feeling?
Man, hey, I'm feeling good right now, man. Appreciate the introduction, bro. Appreciate the introduction. It means a lot.
Man, no doubt, homie, no doubt, man. What you been up to today, bro?
Man, honestly, man, I was the second guessing on rescheduling the interview because I got out of work late, man. But I was like, you know what, man, I feel like I've been pushing back my goals on becoming the next best thing for a while, and it just was like, you know what, man, go on, set the interview, man, let your people know. So I shot the message to probably 300-400 people on my Snapchat. I sent the message to them, told them, tune in right now, man. I'm finna go live, man. It's time to be heard. It's time for to let the Austin areas who don't know me get to know me, you know. And for the people in Jackson that's listening from my city that know me, they finna learn more about me. A lot of things, a lot of people probably want to ask. A lot of questions you're gonna ask that I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to ask. So they're gonna learn a lot today. You know what I'm saying? So it was all meant to be, man.
Definitely, man. Well, you brought in 28,000, bro. So that's quite a large number here on our platform. You're gonna break the internet. But so, you know, welcome to the show again, man. And I've known you for a very, very long time. And in those times, you've gone by a few different names throughout your career and time in this music business. So tell us a bit about your start in your history.
Well, first off, man, I started writing when I was 12, man. My first name was it was Lil A, of course, because I was just a small little something, man. Probably didn't weigh no more than about 80 pounds. And the more I started doing music and just recording, you know, the name Virtual came about. The name Virtual, I really didn't make no sense of it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even know where that name came from till this day. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? It was just something to throw out there. And I always been very different, you know what I'm saying, on just trying stuff and, you know what I'm saying, trying to control the eyes of the masses. So it was just something but a lot of people paid more attention to. I had people calling me that they didn't even know the meaning of it. But then I transitioned into G Baby, my eighth grade year, and I don't know how I got that name. Well, let me stop. I do know I used to fight a lot, man, and a lot of people said I looked like G Baby from the movie Hardball as well. But that as I started playing basketball and my height came a little bit, you know, running track, my height came along, and I'm still doing music. My brother Horace had told me, man, you need to get a name that's gonna stick, you know, something that's gonna represent just who you are and, you know what I'm saying, and what you really stand for. And he told me this. I was like 16 years old, probably 17, and I think about the gutter because that's where we come from, you know what I'm saying. And gutter don't actually mean somebody with 100 tattoos or somebody who'd have murdered someone or, you know, that's been in prison for some years. You know, I think gutter stands for poverty-stricken people. Mom and dad had to work, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 jobs to keep them surviving. You know, you didn't have college tuitions paid off. No silver spoon, you know what I'm saying. The gutter is the bottom, you know what I'm saying. It's the struggle. And the name Get Em, you know, when I went to Wingfield, they used to kick freestyles in the gym, you know, and I always want people to know that, you know, you ain't the only one that know how to spit. I feel I can battle rap too. So everybody knew it. So when I come in the gym and they freestyling and get them. So I just figured, you know what, I'm going to just run with Get Em at the beginning and stick with Gutter instead of Young Gutter because there was so many of them guys, but there's only one Get Em Gutter, you know, and a lot of people that done heard me and you know my style, I really, you know, that Get Em, when you hear it, you like, yeah, he do it, you know what I'm saying, he really gets it. So it's just all a play on words, man, and a lot of people like it. You know, a lot of people don't understand it, but the more they start digging into my career and digging into who I am as an artist, they gonna understand it and they gonna like it too. And for the 30-some thousand listeners, you know, I appreciate y'all listening, and I hope that made a lot of sense of my name. And you know, I hope y'all willing to learn a lot more about me, because I got a story behind me. I'm not just your average artist, man.
Definitely,
real life,
bro. Definitely. Hey, man, let me ask you this, man. Oh, man, you remember like a long time ago, like we would be in your brother's part 2 studio, and you always be in the corner, you know, writing. And when it came down, you know, time to put down on the records, you know, you never had a spot, you know, until like later on. Right. But you're like one of the few out of that whole crowd that's still doing it. Do you ever, you know, like reflect on it? Like
that's why I keep going now though, because you know, I pay homage. Shout out to Off the Block, shout out to Groove Entertainment, you know, shout out to Chameleon Boys. All of that built me, man. But it was more of I take music serious, man. I'm very passionate about music, man. I really put everything I stand for into all my music, and I just like to make music. It don't matter what kind. I don't have no type of genres. You can't just say, oh, you sound like this guy, or you need to be put in this category. I don't have a category because I just love to make music, all kind of music. But it was more of my oldest brother. They were on a whole nother level than what he thought I was ready for. Even though I was out in the streets and we getting shot at, and I'm losing homeboys to the streets, and we fighting. He felt like I still wasn't living the life that they was rapping, and they were rapping about pimping females and selling drugs, and you know they was talking about real life street stuff. That now that I'm older and I'm way past my 20s, you know what I'm saying? I understand, you know what I'm saying, and I appreciate him to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? I love him for free. Because without that situation being at hand, I don't think I would even be Get Em Gutta. I don't even think I'd be on the phone with you talking about an interview, man. It's really takeoff time, man, and you know, it's a lot behind that, man. Sometimes, man, you know, you'll sit and you'll think about how much you put into this music and how little you get out of it. Mm-hmm. But consistency is the key. And you always got to control your eyes. You got to control the eyes that's paying attention to you. You got to make them want you more. You got to make them want more of you. I learned all of this by being that kid in the corner, watching 8, 9, 10 different artists walk inside my brother's studio, record 15+ artists, females and guys, singers and rappers coming in, dropping different kind of music. At the same time, I'm still creating and trying to find out, do I want to be Virtual? Do I want to be G-Baby? Do I want to be Lil A? You know, I didn't know who I was as an artist. I just knew I wanted to make music. I knew I wanted to rap. I knew it was something that I was really good at. No matter how good I played basketball, how fast I ran, you know, that never made nothing. It was more of, I feel I can touch people with my music. And we 30,000 listeners, so that should tell you that I'm touching a pretty good group of people. And it's not just me. Your radio station booming too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciating that because a lot of people are following you as well. So I appreciate you even giving me the opportunity to get on your station and give my story and who I am as an artist and build my brand.
Man, most definitely. And you know what? I'm glad you said what you said about, you know, trying to figure out who you wanted to be, because I figure like a lot of artists struggle with an identity. Let me say this for the record. Part 2, your brother, man, he was always like Jay-Z to me out of everybody because he held everything together. He was putting all of his energy, everything he had into, you know, the music, to the studio, and to us and everybody that, you know, came in contact with him and everything that he did. But, yeah, so a lot of rappers, they struggle with an identity because they don't know whether they want to be mainstream, you know, there's only certain things you can talk about, or they want to be strictly for the streets. Like,
right.
That's such a huge struggle, man, to me. How did you, like, overcome that? I mean, how long did it take you to come up with who you wanted to be or what you wanted to represent, even though you did come from everything that was happening in your brother's raps?
Well, basically, man, I feel like I have a big family, man. I come from a household of 5 brothers, 4 sisters, and it'd be hard for me to go out and try to portray something I'm not, because even though I was the youngest, the next to the youngest boy, you know, I feel like a lot of weight will be put on my shoulders still, because even my big brothers look up to me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel me being other than being something I'm not, it'll tarnish my family. You know what I'm saying? It won't just make me look bad. It'll make my family look bad because they know who I am truly besides an artist. You know, so trying to put all of that into your music and be an artist that all the girls crave and scream for, and all the guys that want to rock with you but despise you at the same time, and be a family man, it's a lot. That's a lot in that pot. You know what I'm saying? That's that soul food right there. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot of craftiness and perfection, you know what I'm saying, to come with that type of, you know what I'm saying, differential as an artist, because a lot of people are not going to accept you not being just in one lane or just being particular with just being, let me name an artist, not throwing no shade, but I'm going to say someone like Lil Bow Wow. I hate to use him, but I'm going to say him because he stayed in the lane so long. He stayed in a certain lane so long that when it was time for him to show his true talent, it was too late. You know, he done lost so many people, you know what I'm saying? And I feel, you know what I'm saying, there's not something I'm going to do. There's not something I want to do. People don't understand as artists how hard we work on building who we are, how hard we work on even just getting one person to even follow what we're doing or listen to what we got. A lot of people just want you to be that popping artist with $1 million in their Benz and a nice house already. And they acting like those artists that got those things wasn't sleeping in their cars, selling CDs out of their trunk, working inside McDonald's or moving furniture or FedEx, and you know what I'm saying? And it's hard, and they make it hard on us, but I stand behind coming from nothing, you know, because that's where I come from. And a lot of people don't respect that name because a lot of artists come from nothing, you know, so.
All right, so how do your motivation levels compare when it comes to making music now? And we're talking about your single digits versus the work that you did for a Sleep Time Over.
Sleep Time Over, man, that's a classic, man. All listeners, right now, man, get your phones, Google Sleep Time Over. You can get it that pill. It's on all the mixtape websites. It's free. You can stream it. You ain't got to download it if you don't like it. You can still go listen to it. I take streams too. You know, numbers count. All numbers count. But I want y'all to go listen to that, man, and listen to the transition of what an artist really sound like. And Sleep Time Over is a classic to me, man. Sleep Time Over is really one of those mixtape / albums, man, that I was just coming out of a group called Lavish, man. And a lot of things that they sprouted with, that they got they buzz off of, it came from my footwork. You know, that was my producer. That was more of my dance moves that was given out. I didn't want to be a dancer, though. I didn't want to be that guy because I knew I want to be in the game for longevity. I want people to respect me as an artist. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to be an artist if you dance and then you're trying to tell your story and write R&B hits. You know, it's not going to work like that. You know, if you do, that's slim chance to none. You know, you'll be one of 100 of people that probably can do that never got the chance. But who want to work that hard when you already focused on what you are and you know what you are? So Sleep Time Over was really just letting everybody know I was wide awoke with lyricism, with bars, with hooks, with life storytelling rhymes. You know, I was just telling the Sleep Time Over based on me being a solo artist, and everybody that was sleeping on me, you know what I'm saying, I hope you really just paying attention.
So as an artist who has evolved, listening to your new record, Digits, in comparison to Sleep Time Over, what changes, though, do you want people to hear now that you've adapted to a new sound? What changes do you want them to hear?
The changes I want them to hear is more of I can get with the new wave too. I want them to understand that it's hard to grab the younger generation these days if you're not popping pistols, if you're not robbing, you know, if you're not disrespecting women, you know. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not robbing nobody. You know, we all got guns. You know, there's no military secret. If you don't have a gun, go get one in your name, and you know, y'all protect yourself because you just never know. But it's more of Digits is that song to just let the young crowd know that you know, I can get with the new wave too, and I make it sound way better than the people y'all listening to. You know, a lot of these guys are not putting in just work. They're going to the studio and they're on X pills and Xan bars, and they're drugged up, and they're going in there and they're losing what the whole purpose of, and they're just making music. Oh yeah, that beat tight, put it on, get the freestyler, and that's not timeless music. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. I focus on music that you're gonna be able to go back and listen to 10 years from now. You know, timeless music. Mm-hmm. And the digits, the new wave, it is just basically telling everybody, man, I can get with the new wave too. Even though I've been rapping fast my whole life, you know, I kind of slowed it down, but I'm just trying to figure out, put it in a pace that the kids understand. I ain't saying kids, but teenagers, because those are people who gonna really support you. Because our older generation, they're really not gonna support too heavy, you know. And it's facts where I come from, you know, where we come from. It's kind of hard to get somebody in your age range to rock with you because they're probably doing the same thing, or they just got their own problems. You know, these younger generation, these college kids, these high school kids got nothing but time on their hand. They ain't do nothing but in their phones download, all on Spinnerella and Dat Pills and internet, social media. You know what I'm saying? So I figure, why not run with something, you know, that's real? Digits is a real song. It's real. You know, it's not it's a party song. It feel good. You know what I'm saying? But it's real because I'm a married man, and I just tell chicks, I just want your attention for the music. I don't want nothing else from you. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want your digits. I just want you to just love the fact I'm an artist and I'm a husband and I live just like T.I. and them, and you know what I'm saying, without the glitz and the glamour to it. And I'm really living like this. You know what I'm saying? I work up and I make sure my kids are straight. You know what I'm saying? They drop them off at school, take care of them, take them to the babysitter, make sure the wife at work, get out of work, got to feed them, take them bath. I live this every day and still got to put time in to do my music, write down my plans, my ideas on what's the next step. So I just want all the females to pay attention to that. Yeah, I'm handsome. I know that. You ain't got to tell me that. I just want you to know that I'm just enjoy real music and a real artist. You know, and it might run a lot of chicks off, and a lot of chicks might gravitate to it. But you know, I'm working hard on it, and it's coming together.
So I noticed, man, that your beard and your hair has some little color to it. So what's the lowdown move, and what's inspiring you to do these things and join in on the new wave?
Well, I moved to Austin, man. Yeah. And coming from Jackson into Austin, it's a different feel. And I sit at home all day. I sit and talk to my babysitter and my wife, and we come up with all type of, you know what I'm saying, different ideas on what's gonna catch people's eyes. Because we done tried be strict, blunt, be who you are, and go try to grab that attention. I grabbed a lot of attention off of that, but now that I done bleached my beard and patched my hair, I done grabbed a lot of attention off of that as well, and it's not from blacks. I done got a lot of attention from white people behind it, and it's more of that I'm different. Yeah. And one thing about Austin, when you're that person that's different, they don't have a problem with asking you who are you and where you from. So it was more of, I didn't want to look like the next thing or the next guy. And then on top of that, as people start when people start learning me, the more people start digging me up, they're gonna realize a lot of people was calling me Jacktown Crit. A lot of my friend guys, a lot of my homegirls call me Jacktown Crit. They say I look like Big Crit. Certain music I make, they say it resembles Big Crit. And I love Crit. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the dudes in Mississippi. He's not even from Jackson, but he's from my home. You know what I'm saying? And I just, you know, I feel he make real good music. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't want people to say that I'm like Crit because he have his own lane. He got in it his own way. So I had to make sure that I can throw some differentials in it, probably kick the same type of music and feel he do, but just be different. Now they can't say I look like him just right off the bat, I guess. You know, it was just throwing some little sauce inside the pot, man, to die. You know, it was to grab more chicks' attention and everything. It worked.
Do you feel like you couldn't have made the same move in our hometown of Jackson, Mississippi?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I dropped Sleep Time Over. When I dropped Sleep Time Over, I threw a mixtape release party. Packed out a club about 300 to 500 people. I would definitely do it a whole different way, but I was running through Jackson for a whole 5-6 years behind it and then get nothing out of it. Even the big club promoters and the biggest DJs, they didn't want to spend.
I meant like with the hair color. Do you think you couldn't have pulled that off in Jackson?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Of course. Yeah, definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. You know, I probably wouldn't have thought of it as fast and just did it. I probably would have just been really focused on what everybody's opinion, because I probably would have asked somebody. I'm thinking about dyeing my beard, dyeing the patch of my hair. And, you know, people in Jackson like, man, what the hell you want? You gay? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was more like, I probably would, but everybody know I pop pistols. Everybody know I swing on you if you piss me off, so don't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Penitentiary rules always in favor with me. You know what I'm saying? You respect me, I'm going to respect you. The day I get disrespected, you're not going to like the backstory. So a lot of people hold their tongues in the city, you know what I'm saying? Because they know I'm not playing no games. I got a lot of power behind me, a lot of people to really ride for me. So it's more of that, you know, Jackson just don't give you nothing. Even if I would have pulled that move, I still would have been like, not this artist I'm turning into right now.
I noticed like certain artists do change up the swag after doing the same 1-2 for so many years, and it seems like it just, you know, one big circle. I noticed you out there in Austin, man. You doing your thing. Your boy Rico is out there, and he's doing his style. You know what I'm saying? He's looking different and all shiny. And I remember what's that guy's name? What's that guy's name? Used to be with Joe Crow all the time. Lil Maul.
Yeah.
I noticed he changed his swag up too. He chopped the braids off and he started wearing different things, man, shredding the thug imagery off to you know. So sometimes you got to do things like that when, you know, something that you've been doing for so long isn't. I ain't gonna say it's not working, but it's not moving at the pace that you would expect it to.
Right.
So let me ask you this. What would you say the most important things that Sleep Time Over, the mixtape, taught you about yourself personally?
It taught me that I can be a damn great writer. It taught me to really just write what I want, write what I feel, go in there and record it the same way I wrote it, the way I felt it when I wrote it, record it the same way, same energy, same delivery, same ad-libs up under it. The way I wrote it, I got to go and record it that way. Sleep Time Over taught me that be that artist, you know, just whatever feeling you got out of it, go in there and put that all back into that. And it also taught me that you can't look for handouts in this game, man. You can't help everybody. You got to focus on you first, and that's kind of hard when you're trying to be an independent entrepreneur, you know, and trying to put on other artists that you feel that are in your caliber that goes 2, 3, 4 times harder than you, but they probably just don't have that grind. And Sleep Time Over taught me to really focus more on Get Em Gutta, you know what I'm saying, CFN, nothing personal, just business. So, you know.
So, if we just didn't go through an election year, man, I promise I wouldn't try to, you know, I would have tried harder to keep politics out of this interview. But here we are with the new president that's ready to push the button on Syria and on Russia. I don't know. I've been paying attention, but I've just been hearing little things on Facebook as I normally do. You live in Texas, a state we all know that plays an important role in the overall structure of how voting works in the USA. So tell us, man, what is it like to be alive in a time like this in Texas? Do you feel like the future is an optimistic one based on how you think the election played out?
It's two things. I tell myself every day. that I will never discuss, and that's politics and that's religion. But you my bro. You my bro, so I'm going to give you just a brief. I ain't going to get all into it because I feel if it's a conversation somebody want to have with me about politics, we have to sit down face to face because politics and religion, it tends to get people a little more on the uneasy side. But I feel everything is a plan. Politics, Trump was a plan. The way he's moving, the way he talked, and the way he just went from being 2-3 years ago, the Trump, he was at parties and you seen him around black celebrities, to now he's presidency and you hear him in interviews saying the N-word, which I have no problem with nobody white saying the N-word because I'm not a nigga. So it don't even offend me anymore. Like, you know, words don't have any power. But I just feel that Trump, let's just see how it play out. Because I can talk all day about it because we sit here and we talk about it all day. Even at work, they talk about it. I just say to everybody, let's see how it play out. If you make money, if you got a job, if you work, you get up, you got a 9 to 5, but no matter what you do, if you're bringing in legitimate money, even if you got a side hustle going, and if you're bringing in legitimate money, keep your jobs. Work until you become rich as him, and then you get to call some shots. But keep your jobs because it's not going to offend or affect anybody that's working. They're not going to fire 99% of America. So keep your jobs. Don't go quitting because of what he got going on with the Mexicans or what he feel about the blacks or whatever the case may be. Keep your jobs. Save your money. Work on building your foundation because you're going to forever be here. When I say forever, I'm meaning as in like 60, 70. The world is not going to end no 3-4 years. So I want people to think you got 10, 15, 20 more years left. Let's make them 10, 15, 20 more years we do have. Don't worry about what the president is going to do. If it didn't affect you 5, 10 years ago, it's not going to affect you now. I'm from the poverty. It didn't. My mom stayed on food stamps. She probably still get them. You know what I'm saying? My wife was on food stamps. Now that we make a little more money, we can't get them. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the presidents didn't change nothing. Barack Obama didn't change nothing in my life either. So just let's see how it play out, and everybody keep your jobs, man. Save your money, stack your money, and, you know, focus on you and your foundation.
Definitely. Real spit. And that's one thing I really don't discuss either in any situation unless it's face-to-face is politics and religion. Because some people are just too sensitive and can't handle things I have to say. All right, so go into the science behind digits for us for a bit, because I'm sensing there's some strategy in place. As I know you, man, you always think a lot. You're writing ideas down like crazy. So many artists and people out there would think you're all straight up crazy for releasing a song that's not on a new record. You're creating a video and spending all that time and effort to end up with something outside of a new album or mixtape altogether. So here's the opportunity to explain your theory behind its separate release for those stuck in the past ways of promotion.
Well, like I said, you got to control the eyes of the masses. So it's more of building a brand as well. When people watch the video, digits, you're going to get the story. You're going to get the concept of it more so than ever because it's a storyline behind it, man. And I was just feeling the song and going with the momentum. When I first dropped the song and recorded it, I went live on Facebook, and you know, I don't get a lot of eyeballs on my page. I don't get 2,000-3,000 eyeballs when I go live, but I got 100-some eyeballs, and people was showing mad love, saying you need to run with that. But on top of that, I get crazy eyeballs on Snapchat, so in my Instagram. So I really felt like a lot of people were giving me a good feedback on digits. Man, run with it. So I performed it in Austin, my first show in Austin. And when I tell you, like, I had the club turned upside down, and people was coming up asking me to take pictures and can I sign their autographs and where can they find my music? Something said run with digits. What you got to lose? You already putting the money into it. You know, you already get. I'm really marketing myself the right way, and I know labels right now to even bring anything to the door, you got to have your own money lined up. So it's just more of a strategy and to grab a little more attention from the younger people. I know the younger generation likes songs where you can tell a chick, I don't want your digits, ho. You know what I'm saying? So just to tell a chick that, from even chicks telling dudes that, because dudes are hoes too. You know what I'm saying? It was more to get the younger folks to be quoting it, to make it a trend or, you know, hashtag it.
So do you anticipate any pushback against your new direction? Like I know you mentioned earlier that, you know, there's some people that, you know, admire you and at the same time despise you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a pretty heavy load, brother.
Yeah. But the thing is, right now, my circle is very, very small. Otherwise, if I was been in Jackson, my circle would have been a little more wider, you know. So it's kind of hard for anybody to reach me. I rarely answer my phone. I changed my number. There's only a few people that got this my personal number. I save a lot more money, and I'm just really, really thinking on becoming the next great. So I don't have time to just think about who despise me or, you know. I'm really focused on the ones who really supporting and who admiring me for me. The despisers are going to eventually be bandwagon riders. You know, they tag along. They're not making no noise. They just want to be heard, or they want to just take your little shine. And a lot of those despisers comes from childhood friends and people from, you know, who knew you, and y'all was in the same situation at one point in time, and for some reason you just shot off, or the universe turned in your favor. Then eventually they'll tag along. You know, they'll become bandwagon riders. But it's more focus on you.
All right, man. The floor is yours now. This is our tradition in our interviews where I let you, you know, say what's on your heart. So what would you like to communicate most to your fans and my fans that are out there listening?
Well, I want to tell everybody, I want to thank everybody, man, for tuning in. Without y'all, there will be no us. You know, without you guys listening, there will be no, you know, Houdini. You know what I'm saying? There will be no Get Em Gutta. And I just want y'all to really get intrigued with who I am, man. Go Google me. When I say Google me, go sit and go look me up, you know, and dig at what I was and what it is we're talking about and how far he have seen me grow into this person and to this artist that I'm living, this artist I'm becoming. I see the growth. I hear the difference from when I was on Sleep Time Over. I just want y'all to understand, man, as an artist, we work hard. We work very hard to become your favorite, you know what I'm saying, your favorite artist. We work very hard to become a household name. We want you to understand that we all got 9 to 5. Not all artists sell dope. You know, not all artists, you know, just jump off the porch with mama and daddy who believe in their dreams and say, you know what, you use this money for this. I'm that artist that I literally seen friends killed, sent to jail, that lived in poverty, stayed in the hood, been shot at, stabbed, jumped on, that had buku women. But now I transitioned into a person I'm feeling more comfortable that I can tell y'all a story. And there's people that stand behind me that know my story, know I'm not lying about anything I'm telling. I just want you guys to go and dig me up, man. I got like 11,000 views on my first ever video for my families on YouTube. I Ain't Impressed about almost 2 years ago. I'm at almost 2,000 views for that one. I got a few feature videos where I ran their numbers up for them. And I dropped Digits. It's not coming out yet. It will release on Vivo. So I just want you guys to, man, just get intrigued with who I am, man, and, you know, dig into me. Go follow me on social media. I'm Get Em Gutta everything. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I'm Get Em Gutta. If it's not Get Em Gutta, it's CFN Get Em Gutta. You know, you can Google me. I've been having the same name, the same image, the same style for so long that I feel like now it's time for the world to see that Mississippi has talent. Mississippi got guys that is not playing. We're going to keep our feet on these guys' neck. We're going to come at their front door with it. I'm getting hard copies. We hitting streets. I got 2,000 hard copies right now. I'm hitting the streets with them. I got Sip Texas T-shirts. Anybody that's interested in buying some Sip Texas T-shirts, I know like what are those? Go on my Snapchat, go on my Instagram, go on my Facebook. I got a lot of females promoting the shirts. It's something big going on, and that's just basically saying that I'm from Mississippi moving to Texas, and I'm making noise. And the shirts just got drink point, and it's something dope because codeine is real heavy in Texas. But at the same time, it's just branding something, putting more up under my label, more up under my entity. And I've been rapping since I was 12 years old. My birthday just passed, and I'm just at my takeoff moment. I can give you guys a little more insight. About 2.5, 3 weeks ago, they had this thing in Austin. It's very big. It's called South by Southwest. Of course, a lot of listeners know about the South by Southwest. This is going to sound unreal, but I want you guys to believe me when I say these are the things that happen. That's how I know the universe working in my favor, and it's telling me to stay pushing my music and pursuing, and don't let no one tell you that you can't be who you are or you can't be great. We walked inside this club. I brought my cameraman down. His name JG. He had just came from California for shooting a scene at the Ellen DeGeneres show. He did my T-shirts. He printed up my CDs and my flyer. He come down with it to shoot my videos to Digits. He came down that Friday. That Thursday, I had a show. I opened up for Trader Truth. If don't nobody know what Trader Truth is, he's from Texas. He's the vice president of Hustle Gang. We opened up a show at a club called Bellman on 6th Street. After we got through performing, we didn't know Trader Truth was on the ticket. I shit you not, I did not know Trey was going to be in there. When we got off stage, a guy got on behind us, and he was playing a lot of Hustle Gang music. He was rapping T.I. lyrics and Dro lyrics, so I'm lost in the South. So I'm like, what is going on? So I'm with my guy brother Jay Young, JY, and I'm telling him, you know, he had just got off stage with him. I'm telling him, like, why do you guys perform a T.I. song? So they were like, and we got Vice President Trader Truth in the building. So when he get on stage, he shoot mad love. He, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I want to welcome y'all to the Trader Truth and Friends tour. I brought y'all these artists, you know, and I hope y'all like them. He was like, but I don't know who that artist was that was on before. He was like, they told me he come from Mississippi. I like that. He just kept saying, I like that. We was like at the top of this balcony. After Trey got through turning up, he stayed on stage 25, 30 minutes. His manager was pointing at us. I'm thinking he pointed at some chicks because there was some chicks around him. So I'm tapping them like, hey, he trying to get your attention. He pushed his hand like, nah, you. I pointed myself like me. Like, yeah, so I walked down, and we right there at the stage, you know, and his manager come up and say, Trey, want to take a picture with you guys, want to trade information, exchange information. So I'm thinking he bullshit. I'm like, man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he like, seriously. So Trey come down, man, he snapped the picture, we exchange information, I get his manager number. That Friday, my cameraman come down. I didn't have no music Thursday, bro. I didn't have nothing to give Trader Truth. No music, no flyers, no USB ports, nothing but my cell phone. And if you're an artist and you listening, y'all keep y'all some USB ports, man. Keep your music on your flash drive, man. Don't just keep CDs, man. You know, there people are not listening to CDs anymore. People are putting flash drives. People are doing so much with technology, man. Take advantage of these things. But Friday, my cameraman come down. He come down with all my material, my Sip Texas shirts, my CDs. And I'm telling him later on that night, like, we're going to go down here. We're going to go check out the club. I want you to see the club that I want you to shoot my video in. It's cool. It's South by Southwest weekend. It's like at least 2,000 to 3,000 people walking down one street, literally. So it took us almost an hour to get off up in there. So we walk in there about 11:15. They didn't let nobody come in except me and my cameraman. I had 4 females with me. My cameraman had a lady with him, and I had my artist, JY. They only let me and my cameraman come in. I told him I'm going to shoot the video. He already knew. He said, okay, we got to, go check out the scenery. So we go upstairs. I see some guys with some T.I. posts. I'm telling my cameraman, like, hey, man, T.I. post. T.I. must be in here somewhere. He was like, man, hell nah, man. People just said, nah, dog. It's South by Southwest. Ain't nobody can hold no posters if he's not in there. We look to my left, T.I. and the money standing like on this little podium. I walk straight through the crowd. I tell my cameraman, hey, man, get your camera. I'm finna give T.I. a Silk Texas shirt. Before I even got to tell T to even give him a shirt, he pointed at my shirt. My Silk Texas shirt. He pointed and he saluted, man. So I go in my book bag. T.I. ain't that big. I throw him a medium. You know what I'm saying? Could have gave him a small. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the king, though. You feel me? But I tossed those Silk Texas shirt. You feel me? I tossed those Silk Texas shirt, bro. My cameraman snapped a picture. He recorded a little footage of me throwing the shirt. He give it to the money. I'm reading his lips. He tells the money, keep the shirt. The money cuts the shirt, throw the shirt across his shoulder. At the same time, I'm not forgetting I got an entourage downstairs with my Silk Texas shirts on as well. You feel me? So I go downstairs. I tell my cameraman I'll be right back. I go downstairs, tell the bodyguard at the door, let my ladies in, let my people in, they all come in. I go straight to the wife and the baby, so I tell them, hey, listen, T.I. is upstairs. Don't go up there with all it, you know what I'm saying? Because my wife she said she loves T.I., you feel me? I had to let her know first, don't get celebritized, you feel me? Look at, you know what I'm saying? You see a star in the mirror every day, you feel me? He just got money, you dig? So she didn't believe me. She was like, whatever. I was like, I'm dead serious. So when I tell her that, I got my cousin, me and my cousin Nikki, they like, T.I., that's real? I'm like, yeah. They get to patting themselves. You can see they panicking. So my baby said, we all go upstairs, bro. We go upstairs, right off the muscle. I look to my left. I see Trader Truth and his manager. His manager saluted me. You feel me? Trader Truth saluted me. These guys are so bossed up that they can't look like celebritized by the stuff you got going on. They can't. They gotta still keep they same persona. They look at you like a boss. They gotta keep that. They don't want to look fascinated. You feel me? I done hung around these guys, been around these guys, so I know they style. Trey liked the shirts. He seen the Silk Texas shirts. He seen 3-4 more people come in with him, but he was rotating the artists off the stage. T.I. didn't like the artists that was on stage. He was kicking them off back and forth, kicking them off stage. Dang. He see me, my babysitter, my wife, man, they foxy women, bro. Like, there's no doubt about it. They look good. They good looking women. You feel me? So they go like so close to T.I., like you would have thought that they was with him. You feel me? That's how close they got to him. And the whole time, T.I. started paying attention to my section, where I'm at. So it's this white, I hate calling people white and, putting color on things, but it's this guy beside. He didn't look like an artist. The man didn't look like he had nothing going on, my brother. T.I. pointed at him and told him to come here. Now, again, I'm the same guy that just tossed T.I. a Silk Texas shirt. She called a white boy that was beside him and told him to come here. Ask him, my babysitter hear him. Ask him, you got any music on you? He said, yeah, I got an email. T.I. tell him, man, we all got email. You got any music on you? You got a USB? I don't want no CD. I need a flash drive. I don't usually bring my flash drives unless I'm finna get ready to perform. I was not performing Friday. We came out to show my cameraman around the city and to show him the club. So, T.I. tell the man, I don't know what he said afterward, but the dude walked off. My babysitter called me. She tell me all of that I just said to you guys. So I was like, are you serious? She like, yeah. You got your flash drive? I was like, yeah. She was like, that's what he asking for. That's what he got. You know what I'm saying? Immediately, I froze up. Immediately because 3-4 days prior, me and my wife and we were talking about what if I see T.I.? You know what I'm saying? What I'm supposed to say to him. And my wife kept saying, when you see T.I. It's not what if you see him, when you see him, what are you going to say? And now I'm at this moment in the club. I'm reaching distance from this man. I froze up. But everything flashed in front of my eyes. Sleep time over all of it. I said, hey, T.I. This whole entourage looked at me. I said, Tip. He turned around. I said, man, how can I get you some music? He said, what? I said, how can I get you my music? Before he got to say anything, before he said, give me a CD, a flyer, or anything, I had my flash drive so close to his face it could have went in his nose, man.
Dang.
I had it right there before he got to say anything. Here you go. He looked at it. He leaned back, took it out of my hand. He rolled it up, flicked it up, pushed the button on the side to flick it up, and seen there was a flash drive. Eyes got big, man. He saluted me one time. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I was just excited I gave him a flash drive. Not thinking it had just hit me. Okay, you gave him a flash drive. Nigga, you didn't give him nothing with your name on it. You didn't give him nothing that say, Get Em Gutta. This is just your music. I don't even think you said Get Em Gutta in your song. You feel me?
Yeah.
You need to slow down. But to show you that I feel like it was my time, there was attention sight on me, his manager pulling my shirt. They say, hey, I seen you give a Tip the flash drive. That's what's up. He shook my hand. He said, but how do we get in touch with you if we like what we hear? I said, hold on. I went in my book bag. T.I. leaned over. You know what I'm saying? They leaning watching, seeing what the fuck I got in my book bag. I pull out CD and flyer. Gave it to him. You feel me? I told him information all on there. He looked at me, man. He saluted me. T.I. leaned back. He saluted me again. As we walking out, now I got to start paying attention. So I started paying attention to him. I'm watching him watch us leave because after I gave him my music, I felt like it was no need for me and my people to be off up in that club. Well, I did what we came and did what we had to do. But let's leave. Right. We all leaving now. T.I. watching us walk out. He literally seen 8 to 10 people walk out right behind me. They watched us go downstairs, and I seen him lean over and talk to his son, DeMay. I don't know what he said, but my cameraman seen it too. I was like, you seen that, right? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was like, let's get up out here, we'll talk when we get to the crib. Now, fast forward, Tuesday. That was a Friday. Tuesday, at like 3:15, it was this strange number calling my cell phone. I don't answer weird numbers. I'm thinking it's a bill collector. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't answering this. So it called me like 3-4 times, same number. But when I called it back, it'll say, the Verizon wireless you have called is not in service. You feel me? So I was like, huh. So as soon as I hung it up, it called me back again. I said, hello. They called me by my stage name. He said, can we speak to CFN Get Em Gutta? Now again, I didn't give nobody no music besides T.I. no people. Nobody. I ain't give Trey True no music. I ain't pass out no CDs or nothing from Friday to Tuesday. The only thing I was giving people was Sip Texas shirts. I said, can we speak to CFN Get Em Gutta? I said, this he? Maxwell speaking. He came in, what's going on, my man? I was told to call and tell you that we like what we heard. It sounds like you can use a little direction here and there, but we like what we heard, and we're going to be in touch. I was like, you talking too fast. I was like, say it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, who this is? She was like, I can tell you, I wasn't told to tell you that. I was told to tell you that we like what we heard. Sound like you can use a little direction here and there, but we like what we heard and we want to be in touch. I went outside because I ain't gonna lie, I was in the closet in my room straightening up because I just got up and went in my closet in my room after they called and I got hot, so I went outside and I made them say it again because I wanted to make sure I hear this nigga clear. You feel me? And he said it again, and when I asked him, hey, man, what's your name? He hung up. But I got an email from Hustle Gang A&R. So a lot of people don't know what I got going on. They just see they just see that I have something going on. So to people that didn't know what I had going on, because I got a lot of people listening from that's in Jackson. And I got a good group of people listening that's in Austin, because I sent it to like 300 people in my Snapchat. So I'm pretty sure they still listening. And these ain't no fabricated stories. This real life. Word to my kids, man. And I just look at it like that was just a blessing, and that was just God really telling me, like, keep doing you. You strategizing and you moving in ways that a lot of artists are not moving. Keep moving that way. People are going to pay attention. They're paying attention. I just got to control the eyes of the masses, so that's what I'm doing.
All right, guys, after the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called That Hot Seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview, but the audience get to hear either some vocals, a poem, inspirational speech, written work, spoken word, freestyle rap, recite lyrics, karaoke, jokes, stories, live instruments from our special guests. Well, you never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. And tonight, we'll find out if Get Em Gutta have what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. So let's get into this record. We have, pushed it wrong, but we have Get Em Gutta Digits featuring CFN JY.
I CFN JY.
What it do, Gutta?
Nigga, I was just at the bar, right?
Yeah.
And a bitch tapping me on my motherfucking shoulder.
Stop it.
I just looked at her crazy. She told myself, she know I want her motherfucking number. Oh, I want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. So where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. So where you stand is where I leave you. I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. And I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. I don't want your digits, hoe. You musta got a nigga twisted. Cause I'm not your average guy. Just to get your number to get all off of your business. I don't know none of your kinfolk. I don't want me none of your children. I don't need you and your feelings. Cause we get high, we just chillin'. I ain't gon' lie though, you hella fine. But I ain't gon' even waste my time. Cause 9 times out of 9, it's 18 more hoes of your kind. But we can add each other on the snap. I know I said I help you watch your channel. Okay, I lied, I wanted to make it clap. I'm a hood nigga, I like to shoot the crowd. I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. So where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. So where you stand is where I leave you. I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. And I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people.
I don't want your digits, I ain't tryna feed you, I ain't about to do none of that. If I ever did it back in the past, better believe I want my money back. What you tryna trick me? All that makeup when you take it off look like Sinead. No lashes, no brows, Mayday. You been that way since 8th grade. Look like Madea. Did you say your name was Tia? Ass look like the back of a Kia. Baby, be real. You look like the daughter of Sia. It's shocking like I touched the ear. Your body smells just like a fungus. But smell like you been chewing onions. You put me in the mouth of Shrek and Dunkin'. Man, this shit is not funny.
I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. So where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. So where you stand is where I leave you. I don't want your digits, hoe. I ain't even tryna feed you. And I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. I don't want your number, bitch. Who the fuck you think you talking to? You talking to me like a trick? 9 out of 10, I won't be calling you.
I remember back in high school, I was trying to get your number, babe. Asked you what's the difference between now and then. Said them were my younger days.
We flipping hoes like a corn talk. Send them home and they mad now. Tell bad bitch. I'm standing tall with a long dick, never back down.
Hey, she know that I slang pipe. She know that I slang pipe. Now she started talking, she feeling salty cause she can't get bang right.
I don't want your digits, ho. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. I don't want your digits, ho. I ain't even tryna feed you. I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people. So where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. Where you stand is where I leave you. So where you stand is where I leave you. I don't want your digits, ho. I ain't even tryna feed you. And I can care about who you know. I ain't tryna meet your people.
Okay. That was Get Em Gutta Digits featuring JY. Man, them boys were going in.
Yo, this is the kid Houdini Black, and I normally don't do endorsements, but I'm going to tell you about a service that works. It's from a company called Lyrical Innovation. Attention recording artists, do you have a hot single, music video, clothing line, or performance that you want blasted everywhere? Who doesn't? Well, Lyrical Innovation is offering free promotion for a week for the first 50 people that subscribe to their mailing list. They will add your content on their website, Instagram page, which has over 12,000 followers, and Facebook page. Let them work for you. Visit their website to get started today at www.lyricalinnovation.com. Tell them Denny Mussolini sent you. Oh, yeah.
All right, let go of need and let abundance flow from you, through you, and to you. Let go of need and let your natural creativity take hold of you. The need is there, whether you think about it or not. Choose not to focus on it. You cannot satisfy your needs by obsessing over them. And in fact, the obsession diminishes your ability to meet those needs. Shift your focus to your intentions. Direct energy into your actions. Don't amplify your needs by letting them take center stage in your thinking. Instead, fulfill your best possibilities by training your awareness on the good things that you can do. Move your thoughts and efforts into a place of power. Exceed your needs by keeping your mind's eye focused far beyond them. So that's the little word of encouragement from old Deanie tonight. So let's bring back Gutta and let's get it kicked off in this hot seat. What you got for us, brother?
What's going on, my man? What you need?
It's the hot seat time, bro.
Let's rock.
Yeah, man, it's on you. Whatever you want to do. You can kick a freestyle. You can spit some lyrics. You can sing something, play a live instrument, tell a joke, tell a story, say a poem, inspirational speech.
Well, you know, I'm all an artist, man. So you know, I'm leaving with some real lyrics, man. This also a track. This is a new single that I'm also released behind Did It. So I'm gonna give you guys my first 16 to 22 bars, and I'm gonna give you the hook. You know what I'm saying? Over the phone, acapella. I really like this song. It means a lot, and this should let everybody know that I'm really a definite, and I'm a deep artist. This is just a play song. It's one of them club anthems. You always need a club anthem. If you're an artist, if you don't have that, you need to get that. Stop making all music for the radio, because radio is not trying to play everybody's stuff. They're only playing artists that's popping. So make the music you're supposed to make, you want to make, and, you know, be great with you. But this song is called Close My Eyes. I'm going to come in, first verse, I'm going to come in like, I close my eyes for all my niggas that's locked in a cell. Risk their whole life, putting it all on a scale. Trying to help his homie get money so he help with a sale. Soon as he get hit with them yields, I bet did he tell. Close my eye for all the bitches, never left me for dirt. So when I flip them with my partners, I left them for hurt. Then write a verse about them hoes because I know what I'm worth. And they ain't nothing like Drake. My behavior is worse. Kill a nigga on the verse, they're just quenching my thirst. But you can get ghosted in this life. You better come with a perk. Most of you niggas acting like you need to come in a skirt. Believe in God and work hard and keep your family first. It's been a gift and a curse that I've been spitting since birth. touchdown to cause hell since I stepped foot on this earth. My life been a real struggle while you was doing the jerk. I was thinking of quitting my job and moving this work, 'cause the music don't work all the time. My pops say don't let the music shit pollute my mind. My mama said it happy. I just got to stay on my grind. If I believe in a star, then know one day that I'm a shine. Smoking Mary Jane never tend to ease my mind. Lying to my family on the phone, saying I'm fine. Hard to look my boys in the eyes without crying. 'Cause when I look up to the sky, I know one day we all dying. I ain't lying. I close my eyes. Think about money we ran through. Yeah.
Okay.
I close my eyes and think about hoes I ran through. I close my eyes and shake my head. I don't understand you. Yeah. I close my eyes and thank God when I'm praying too. When I open them, I hold my own like a man do. I close my eyes. Yeah, man. You know, that's all I can give you guys, and I can't give you too much. I hope y'all dig that. You feel me? Appreciate you for putting me on the hot seat. Now I started on fire, man.
Man, man, you set it on fire, man. I can't wait to hear the finished product of that song, man. I ain't mean to cut your chorus off, man. I tell you what,
it's all good.
I'm gonna edit my interruptions out if I can.
Okay. It's all good. I would rather for you to leave them in there, because it's just like that in the song. That's exactly how I did it. Like, I pause right there. It's gonna get quiet. Then I come in with the other bridge. You feel me? So it's all good. They let people know it was real. You know what I'm saying? I like authentic, man. You know, definitely, man.
Man, I really appreciate you, man, for this interview tonight. There's so many things I wanted to ask you, but it almost seemed a little bit redundant. But, you know, I guess for me, catching up. Before you catch up, before you in your segment, if there's one question you felt out of all the questions you asked that you wanted to ask, even on a personal level, ask it right now. We got 30,000 listeners, man. So I'm glad you extended this invitation, because there is one question that is burning, that's been burning for years. Man, I see you, I see Rico, or the new Versatile. I see Sean B. But is there ever going to be another Lavish?
Ever.
They keep asking me about Cash on Demand, so I got to ask you about Lavish. Is it going to happen?
Man, you never know what the future holds. Just know it ain't going to be on no dancing tip. You feel me? By no means necessary. But if we can come to the table and we really talk about some business, and you know, and everybody's on the same page, and everybody willing to put up what they're worth, then you never know. But if it's gonna be the same way we was doing it, people just trying to do it to go to the hotel room to tell female lies to get them in bed and fill their head up with unbelievable dreams just to get you a quickie, then no. It's about paper. I got a family to feed.
Same thing you said about Cash on Demand. When everybody's together and we're talking about the overall goal, which is money, then we can sit down and do that.
Right. That's definitely the overall goal is money. You know, and prioritizing and making this music one of your responsibilities, because that's what a lot of artists don't do. They don't want to make it their responsibility, but they want to be the next best thing. But you got to put that in your schedule. I'm gonna leave these people with just a little wise of encouragement or a little knowledge. We only have 24 hours in a day, people. This to everybody that's pursuing a dream out there. I want you guys to listen, and I want you to understand and go to sleep on this. We only have 24 hours in a day. The time frame I'm in, the sun comes up probably about 7:45, 8 o'clock. But we're up at 6 o'clock a.m. early in the morning, Monday through Friday. Okay, but before 6 a.m., you got darkness. It's completely dark. Ain't nobody doing nothing at 5. If you out at 5, you got some people going to work. I'm going to say from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. We really don't have a lot of time to do anything, because when you get up, if you have a 9 to 5, you got to be at work at 8. Okay, from 8 to 5 o'clock, you contributing all your time into your source of income, whatever bringing in your income. After you get off, and if you have a family to tend to, you're going to put your 2-3 hours of that with your family. It's already 5 o'clock. Okay, so the 2-3 hours can be you take your kids to the park, or you take them to go shopping, or you grocery shopping, or you come home, do homework, take them a bath, feed them. By 8 o'clock, your kids got to be in the bed. That's how I run my time. My kids in the bed by 8, Monday through Friday. Okay, now it's 8 p.m. A lot of businesses are closed at 8. At 5 o'clock, a lot of offices are closed. So, 8 o'clock p.m., what is there for you to do to contribute to your business? Because from 8 to about 12, because I know a lot of people stay up to about 12, 1 o'clock. Like me, I go to bed probably about 12:31. That's when I really sleep. Okay, so you got 4 or 5 hours left of doing anything that's contributing your time into whatever it is you want to do. And I'm saying all of that to say we don't really have a lot of time on our hands. Before we know it, we'll all be 50, 60 years old, pushed it out. We way past our dreams now. We just focused on just when our time's coming because we done lived. We got to pursue our dreams, and we got to put that in our schedule. We have to get that in our time. So that means from everybody that's listening, from this day forward, I would love for everybody to follow this segment. Make sure if you get up early in the morning and you want to be an artist or you want to be a rapper, singer, a director, whatever it is you want to do, when you go on your lunch break from work Monday through Friday, when you go on your lunch break, don't make your lunch break about you going to kick it with your friend, go get your smoke break in. Contribute that 30 minutes or that hour into handling business. Get on the phone, get in your emails, get in touch with A&R reps. Do all of this stuff within your 30 minutes to an hour break. So therefore, you contributed at least an hour into your business and to reaching out to office, or because 9 out of 10, if you get in touch with a label, they're going to call you back 2-3 weeks from now, and they're going to reschedule a time. They're going to ask you a professional time to call you. So just reaching out don't hurt. So spend 30 minutes, an hour a day into contributing that. So when you do get off, now you can just jot down all your plans. So the day you are off on a weekday or weekend, go handle your business. Because when we don't have nothing but 6 hours really of daylight to deal with our business, if everybody get what I'm saying. I love all you guys for free. I pray and I meditate on you guys, and I'm hoping everybody got some good feedback from me. Any question, anybody that's out there listening that you wanted to ask, I'm on Snapchat is Get Em Gutta, Instagram Get Em Gutta, Facebook Get Em Gutta, Twitter Get Em Gutta. All you have to do, jump in my DM, shoot me some messages, ask any question you want to ask. As an artist, I'm giving all artists feedback. Anybody out here that want to do features, let's link up, man. Now, it's going to cost now. It's going to cost because ain't nothing free. Nothing free. But we can, if you serious, and you're a serious person about your business, and you really serious like we are about our business and about feeding and thinking we can be good at this, let's link up, let's do business. And I'm looking forward to hearing from a big group of people. And everybody sleep good tonight, you know. And let's wake up early Friday morning, happy, positive spirit, and make this money.
Definitely, man. I don't think we've done a song since like 2007, bro. That's like 10 years ago. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, man. We worked on a song like in 2009. That was that, no, 2011. That was this, Selling Their Souls.
Selling Their Souls. I don't remember.
That was that, these niggas selling their souls. You snapped on it too. I don't even remember exactly, you know what I'm saying? But I know Kevin got that track. Killer Conflict got the track.
Oh, yeah, because we recorded it somewhere else.
We recorded at the studio that Homicide had gave me.
Yeah. That's
why
I have
man.
a copy of that. Yeah.
Definitely, man. We went in, man. That was one of the songs. That was like 2011, 10 or 11.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's never too late, man. We still breathing. It ain't nothing but a click away. I'll be in Mississippi June 8th through the 11th. We got to make time to link up, man. My sister getting married on the 10th in the wedding, so I'm going to try to contribute a lot of time to a lot of stuff dealing with my music and just getting around artists that really been hitting me up trying to do some music. And I would definitely want to sit down with you if you're in the city. If you can come through the city, then, because I know you be traveling and getting your money up, man, and focus on your craft and your business. I see the entrepreneur in you. And not to get off subject, but I want to say I'm applying you and everything you doing. I don't say a lot. You know, I always been that kid in the corner that just pay attention. And I'm still that kid in the corner that just pay attention. And I watch ideas and I take in everything you throw out. I'm looking forward to us being great, man, and talking about this 10 years from now when we living in big houses and mansions, you know, and it's not bad for us to say that. I know those not the final things in life, love is and positivity, but don't nobody want to live like that. Everybody want to have a piece of that good life where you can just say, hey, I'm living like this. At least I did live like this. So I'm looking forward to seeing that come out of us, man. And I applaud you at everything you're doing. Congratulations on your move to California in July. I know you ain't going down there playing. You're going to keep your feet on these guys' neck. They don't know your business, man. You're a millionaire in the mind without the glitz and the glamour. So I'm just looking forward to doing a lot of business with you, bro.
Yes, sir. My brother for life, bro.
Yeah, love you for free, King, all day.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Gutta gave us some great game here, man. Some words of wisdom for your ear hole. So thank you, my Vigilantes family, for always checking out the podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. Sorry we didn't take any calls or any questions. Man, there's so many of you. I know you probably wanted to talk to them, but we ran out of time. All sad. Play the violins or whatever. All episodes are available for free download. You can grab that from Spreaker.com/only1media group, iTunes, YouTube, an app called Podcast Addict. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a guest to come on my show, or even something for us to play, email it to me at theradio@only1mediagroup.com. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre-free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay, but facts. And actually, scratch all that. All my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. Also, special thanks to our guest, Get Em Gutta, for joining us tonight. We stepped our game up just so you guys and our guests will have the best experience here on our show. You never know. Dini may just end up on a song. I do it all, my friends. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely freaking great at just doing that. Peace and have a wonderful night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. Co-hosted by the Vigilantes Banditti. Call in to join the mix. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com.